All right, welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
We
Hola.
finally have everybody this week. Which, by the way, we were talking about it and the live chat while I'm playing a game. We're gonna call that community night. Thinking about doing those Tuesday nights. So you guys are absolutely welcome to mark your calendars, and I guess we'll continue with Scorn as Tish can join us and make sure I don't get lost.
Oh boy.
Again.
I don't know if I can
swear
help
to
with
the
that.
highest. Like you left, and then like 10 minutes later, I was just going in circles from that point.
It all went to hell.
Yeah. So a couple of announcements have officially started writing today. So be expecting excerpts and blog posts or whatever about stuff. I'll be posting stuff as I complete it, and of course get it like edited and proofread and stuff. If anyone would like to be one of the proofreaders, go ahead and DM me your interest, and I will get you set up to receive rough drafts to proofread and help me edit, because spelling is the bane of my existence, even with autocorrect. And then we're gonna wrap up character creation for the second campaign. And I'll be doing the writing and stuff for that campaign, so we'll get that started here in a couple of weeks. It's fun. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Who wants to do the recap from last session?
Oh shoot, that means you.
Hey.
Yes.
Just call
I'm
that.
afraid I didn't really take that good of notes for last time. Let's see. Oh yeah, we woke up in the tunnels. Moshi and Soren looked out for the dude we scammed. Luckily they didn't see us. We finally got back into daylight and we're blinded by the light. Anyway. And then Oh yeah, Io went to go talk to the guards. We showed him our head. And then Moshi figures out he got a candle of invocation. Which
Cannibal invocated cannibal?
Cannibal totally. Yeah. So Oh yeah, people like shop and stuff. I don't know. It was like kind of boring for Moshi, so Moshi didn't write a lot. Zunori taps into the grapevine, I wrote, and tries to get the scoop on the local news. Oh yeah, Vanya and Aya like totally like they like blew shit up.
No.
Did not blow shit up.
No, we were framed. It was a
If Vanya
gross
was framed,
misunderstanding.
I bled out of my eyeballs. We escaped.
Yeah, there was some
Zanori say
some guards running
cleared it all
around.
up. The Red went after us, cleaned up the shit like normal.
Yup. And then Soren and Zanori went inside, and the poor shopkeeper was like freaking. Let's see.
People are freaking out for no reason. I swear to God.
And then we like went to the forest or something and we met up with our Ekirins. I don't know. I'm sorry. My notes are like super bad this time. Someone wants to add on
I'll
to a
fill
lot
in.
of that. Yeah, please
I'll
fill in the
help out,
gaps.
Adam. So, at least from Ivanya's perspective, the okay, Ivania does not know about this quite yet. She is still very, very confused. But to Zunori and to Sorn, they have discovered that the ring that Ivania happens to be wearing right now, because ooh, shiny, um, belong to the son of a very noble family in that town. And that is why Ivania is nose deep in shit right now. I have no regrets, okay? I like that ring. I want to
They
keep it.
assumed that Ivania was a thief. So we're hiding in the forest and we were foraging.
Ah,
I'm keeping that ring.
Yes.
Okay, okay. It's mine.
oh, that's why. Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. They're gonna have to adopt Ivania all over again. The second time.
Right, does anyone else want to add to that? I feel like that was half the campaign, half the episode.
Soren did some shopping and dropped off his short sword to a crafter
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
to get some gems slotted in. And yeah, I remember. I mean that I Soren identified some magic items.
Mhm.
Um, Ivania got an overpowered ring.
Really? Is it?
It could be on a ranger.
I mean, yeah, sure, but we haven't got the chance to test that one out yet. We tested the wrong one out.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Cool.
All right. So give your both make sure you have inspiration that you can either use for yourself or give to someone else anytime during the episode. Also, I need everyone to roll their D100.
Awesome.
Yeah.
T100. I have to find
I
it.
have no faith in my. Yep.
Oh, yeah. 29.
Oh, Vanya's the ultimate.
Oh no.
No
What
idea
do you mean?
that
What?
means, but okay.
42.
Oh yeah, the answer to every yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I did roll. Why didn't that work?
Every time I think of the inspiration, I think of that song by Chicago. I'm not gonna be able to get that out of my mind now.
I apologize for nothing. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. So we were talking about continuing with Yuzunori as you go to the noble's house, but actually let's sidestep for a second and check in with everyone in the forest, kind of outside of town real quick. So that's Sorn, Moshi, Aya, and Abanya. You guys technically have downtime while you're going out through the forest. You did your collection rolls and stuff like that. But yeah, so Shorn and Moshi show up. I believe last time Sorn actually brought you guys up to date on what was happening.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So you guys know what's happening. You don't know what Tsunori's doing in particular, but you guys now know more about why you were chased out of town.
Evan is... Man, this is not my fault, and to be honest, I like this ring, so they put me through what I'm calling this emotional damage, and I want payback.
Payback.
Yeah,
We
all
just-
I wanted to do was shop, and they chased me out. You know, I feel like I've been, I don't know.
Why don't you just take the ring off while you're here and then go shop?
I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna work, considering, like, they're gonna call, hey, that's the one, that's the girl that had the ring.
Then I can disguise you, I think.
Oh, yeah, good point. Vanya puts that ring back in her pocket for now, but secretly wants to keep that forever.
Can you disguise her, Moshi? Is that something you can do?
I can disguise myself. I don't know. I
Do you have a
think.
disguise? Do you have a disguise kit
I have
or a spell?
a spell.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you could do it on other people too.
Um. Maybe.
It is called. Is it called disguise self? Because I don't know. I don't know if you could use that on other people.
I
Um,
do see you have a disguise kit.
I have a
Ah,
disguise self. I do have a disguise kit. I also have minor illusion. I don't know.
Wait, before you actually get into that, let me check because of the
I also
entire
have
whole
cause fear.
Whoa.
Yeah. We
have
could
to
just
use
go
it.
into a shop and I could be like, your worst nightmare.
Give me all your stuff, or else I will cast
Dun,
cause
dun,
fear.
dun.
Evil Moshi.
Chaos will ensue in 3, 2.
Yeah, but because of like all that commotion, I have actually forgotten what I'm trying to buy. I
Jeez.
remember I wanted to buy something and I forgot.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dang it.
Might want to get things squared away with the shopkeep before you try that.
I'm gonna ask. If I'm just gonna ask Aya, like, Aya, do you remember what we were supposed to be looking for?
No,
I mean,
I
I
got
can
what
always
I
buy
was
it for
looking
you.
for.
I actually haven't been seen by any shopkeepers yet because I haven't gone in anywhere.
All I remember was you were trying to figure out what the ring, which is why you showed it to the shopkeep.
Primary reason why we went there, yes. But now we know. Now we
Yeah,
we
I don't know what
really
you were
go
looking
back.
for. I had gotten what I needed before we went there. So we went there, you showed them the ring, and I was like bleeding out of my eyes still.
Yeah.
Of all your facial holes.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. I can still hear you, though.
Okay.
Oh no.
But I don't know what you were actually looking for. Because you went shopping with me for my stuff first.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you actually told me what you were looking for.
I think honestly, Ivania was just looking out for more rings because at this point, Ivania just has
yes.
a couple more rings to fill up her fingers.
I think that's what it was, but you want to know what that one did first, if it did anything.
Yeah.
Well, we have
And I don't-
downtime right now. Give me the other ones. Oh wait, was there anything else I didn't identify?
No,
I don't
not
think
too
so.
much. At least not in Ivania's inventory. Everything that I did want to have identified is identified.
Oh yeah, I just didn't get to sell some of the stuff that I had.
Yeah, well, I think we can either start brewing those potions, or we can actually maybe like return to town and perhaps make some sales.
I'm going with you. So that just in case someone notices, I can pick you up by the scruff and be like, I found her.
We're taking her.
Taking her
is
back.
that- This is she. And I'm like, oh, so we're gonna do that ploy
Just in case.
Yeah.
Well, I could always go for you if you want, but
Yeah, give Moshi your money and expect
I don't-
to. Just give Moshi your money. That's fine.
it's funny. I wasn't even
Don't
thinking
know
of
if I
that.
trust that. I mean, I would steal from Moshi, and Moshi would steal from me, so there is not that much trust in between us right now.
I don't know. Moshi's feeling pretty good today.
Ah. Maya does not know that.
Moshi won't steal from you today.
Just today, though.
Any other day, though.
You never know. I don't know.
Actually,
You
let's-
kind of just roll the dice, and today Moshi's feeling good.
Shall we vote on what to do, though? Like, do we want to brew some potions, take it easy in the forest, or do we want to, like, now that we do know what's up, do we want to try and,
Feel like
like
Now
smooth
that we
things
know
over?
what's up, we might want to get that taken care of real quick because I think the longer you hide, the more sus it looks.
I'm down, honestly. If Anya's not up for this kind of drama, it's like she is mischievous, but she is not down to be doing jail time kind of
Wait.
drama. That's
Soren, you know
Mhm.
when we do the thing where, like, I sit on your shoulders and you put up the cloak? Like,
Mhm.
can Ivania do that? Or is that too conspicuous?
I do
Vanya
have a
might be too
cloak.
big.
I
Dang
do
it.
have a cloak, but
Well,
I
I
don't
have my
think
shadow. I have my shadow cloak, my big one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I also have flowers. Can I not grind up flowers and change your hair color?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like that powdered hair dye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just choose a color. I've got like a rainbow going on, man. I can speed it up so that they dry out. The time on the flowers I got. Blue, yellow, red,
You
purple.
You want the
riding,
pink?
you come riding in on
Pink?
pedal and
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah, let's
I'm
do
a
pink.
we can
different
do pink.
person.
Cool. We're gonna take some of my flowers then, and we're gonna like speed up time a little bit so that they're dry, grind them up, and then we're gonna make Vanya's hair pink with flower dust.
Love it.
All right, and are you gonna use Moshi's disguise kit for changing up some of the features and alter clothing and stuff?
Clown makeup.
Da, 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 da.
Please.
Yeah, let's resolve this like weird issue. I mean, I would like them to be on our side than against us.
All right, so where it normally takes around like a half an hour to try and create an effective disguise, with Moshi and Aya helping you with their ingredients and effort. Yeah, it only takes about 10-15 minutes for a very effective disguise. Now, Moshi, I need you. Yes, you. To roll a perception.
Mm. Perception.
Actually, Soren, I need you to roll one too.
What do you see?
What do you see with your special eyes?
The die, the fake die is like not. It didn't land right, but I still got a good number. So
Nice.
Nice.
yeah.
I'll take it.
All
It's a
right.
16 and an
I'll take
18.
it. Woohoo!
I am going to whisper to both of you.
Whoa,
Really quick. So
no.
talk amongst yourself about Bunny of the Skies for a second.
Vanya's hair is falling out.
Let me put your nose back on. Hold on.
Wait, this is concerning. If this is something that has to be whispered to them, is it something that they're aware of that I cannot
That you're
see
not?
for myself?
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's what that means.
what is
That's
happening.
what
to
what
Vanya.
secret means.
Is it the mushroom? Is it are the mushrooms coming back?
The mushrooms are coming
my
back
God,
to claim
no.
Vanya's brain.
Good God.
Well, I mean, I do think pink would be very nice on my hair, though.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Lordy.
This is
Oh,
very
no.
telling. I don't like this.
No,
I don't like where
I'm
this is
sorry.
going.
No, it's the
Chris.
it's the gift that Chris sent
Mhm.
in
Did
the
you see
chat.
it?
Sorry.
Hold up, I need to go check. I need to see it.
It
Mm. 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 Okay.
What?
Mm.
What? What?
What is?
oh, that's not a good sign.
Oh. All right. This is where I start rolling up a new character sheet.
No, this is
Vanya has an allergy not known to herself. Apparently, pink is apparently her favorite color, but also something that could be fatal allergy.
wait. Soren, do you hear anything?
Oh.
I haven't gotten the whisper yet.
Oh no. I was like,
That tells
is it just me?
Soren, roll an insight.
Insight.
Oh
All right.
God.
I hear something. Does anyone hear that?
Where's my insight? There it is. Nope.
Vanya tries to like pick up her ears a little bit and tries to hear. What do I roll?
Why don't you both roll perception?
Me?
Oh, no.
Me?
You guys. No, you guys.
Oh, I was like, I don't need that.
Aya and Vanya. So
Oh,
you see Moshi catching something but you don't know what it is. And the same
Hey!
goes with you, Aya. You both notice Moshi just kind of looking around, ears perked and twitching.
So what do you hear?
What do you hear with your special ears?
There's, do you don't hear that?
Nope.
What? It's something, what's it? Something's in the forest.
I feel something actually.
What,
Okay.
Detect magic, and I'm gonna peer out into the forest.
I don't see nothing, man. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
roll me an investigation.
Nice.
What's the distance on detect magic again?
Ba, 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 ba. 30 feet.
Okay. Alright, hold on. Whispering to you again.
And I can concentrate on it for 10 minutes. So I can always flit over there, get a closer look.
I should probably stop doing Vanya's hair. Making him like
actually,
one of
where
those
are we on the
crown
map,
braids
by the way?
with flowers.
Does it matter where we are on the map?
You
Oh, we're
We're
guys...
like,
over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense because forest. Durr.
I don't hear nothing.
But there's okay. Everyone get whispered to. Wait, whose turn is it? Is it my turn? Whose turn?
Up here we go. Hold on.
I was whispering to Ryan.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna dart in the direction that I think it's coming from, and kind of yell back. Get in between Moshi and the forest right now.
But
Urgently.
forest.
And I'm just double dashing all the way
Wait,
towards it.
But
Ivan's,
I
like,
hear.
confused.
But Moshi starts to walk towards the forest.
Oh God.
Alright, Moshi, I need you to roll an investigation then.
Well, I don't know if I want to go in the forest. I just walked toward it a little bit.
Okay.
I can roll as long as I'm a safe distance away. I can roll investigation if you want.
Alright.
What is so bad? Ivana is starting like panicked, but with like no idea.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Moshi!
Oh.
Moshi! Hold on!
Not too funny!
Ivana's still panicking a little bit. Hiding behind someone right now. It's like, what's going on?
Moshi gazes unfixedly at the forest, listening. No one hears that?
No.
But I don't understand.
I'm just gonna stay hidden in Vanya's hair behind some of the flowers that I've braided into it.
What in the world is going on?
Are you whispering to me? Is that what it is?
I just whispered to Ryan and now I'm doing...
Oh no, okay. Okay, no, it's fine.
So confused. What is going on?
Hmm. I'm gonna look up in the tree.
Ivana looks up in the tree.
Vanya's like, what?
What?
I don't understand.
Looking wherever you guys are looking because I have no idea what's going on.
Do you see any tracks or anything, Ivania?
Should I roll for this? Let me try.
Yeah, roll nature.
Hey, Sorn, you stopped. You
No,
the
that is
voice.
absolutely not. In fact, I see so poorly. I think I got some dirt in my eye.
You made him.
It's the
You
hair
made
dye,
it
it's not
stop.
dirt.
It's the
One
hair.
of, one of
there's
the
too much hair
flowers
there.
that I've braided in has just like drooped over.
Sorn, you
Nope.
ruined it. You made.
I made it stop.
You made it stop. Get
You
back here.
you liked it?
Wait. What's that on the ground? Wait, there's footprints on the ground. Wait a minute.
What-
This is
what
not
is
right.
Are they ours?
I don't
They can't be
know.
ours.
How far can I follow the footprints before I like get nabbed by a monster?
I'm gonna very closely guard guard Moshi and hold my action in case something jumps out.
Um,
All
there are
Nature.
footprints on the ground,
Nature?
and they.
Yep. Moshi, roll nature.
Me rolled nature. Why? Okay. No, never mind. I don't want to ask why. I'll just roll.
You're the one that wants to follow
Rolling.
the footprints.
I'm thinking about following it. I'm thinking about it.
So after
Can I? Do I at least see like where they go?
Yeah, so from what you can tell, the footprints that you had initially seen were going back and forth as if, the figure was pacing and then trying to scope you guys out from a distance. And then it went back into the forest where Soren had stopped. It had paced for a little bit and kind of done some circles. And then you see the footprints dash further into the forest. You're able to follow it about another 500-600 feet before they do start disappearing.
Okay. I heard voices in the forest.
Like
They
ones you
were-
recognize? Or
Yes.
oh.
But and then I looked down and once you started walking toward the forest, the voices stopped. But then I saw footprints and it's like it was watching us. I don't know what this is.
What kind of footprints?
They were like mine.
Oh.
Like
Ooh.
cat-like.
I see. So we may or may not have a friend or a foe, but
It's
that make-
not. I don't think it's good.
You don't like it?
I don't think it's good.
Do you know of anyone that would be following you?
No, it's not. Moshi does not want to open up today. It's not like that, okay? No,
Hunting you
they
down?
would not be following us. No, this is
what is going on?
not a good person, creature, thing.
How do you know?
I just no, okay?
Do we need to
Hey,
leave
you
this alone?
idiot in the forest! Leave us alone.
Do we need to get out of here?
Maybe we should leave. I don't like this anymore. This is weird.
All right, I'll take up the rear as we head out.
Okay.
Let's leave. Sorry, guys. Can you move? Not like, can you move? I mean, like, is it okay if, like, we leave?
I mean, sure. I'll trust you on this because Ivania has no control over her senses
Vanya,
right
I heard
now.
weird voices in the forest. Like, let's not be here.
Let's not spend too much
Okay?
time
I
here.
will let,
let's
I
let's
will
just
let
go.
you-
And
Let's just
something-
go.
follow your
Let's go.
And
directive.
it looks like something's watching us, so maybe we should go.
Every step you take. I had to. Okay, yeah. It's your call, man. Go, go.
We are out. We are out of here.
All this time, Ivania is tightly holding on to whatever she is gripping onto, presumably Soren's something. I don't know. And then, because she can't see right now. there's too much flour
Just
slash
gonna
dye
push
slash
her
whatever.
forward.
All right, so you guys make your way back to town with Ivania. Or I'm assuming you guys are making your way back to town. Then.
Yes, trying to
Yep.
find
Where there
Zenori, I
will be
guess.
witnesses.
Yeah,
So
let's try to find
of course.
Zenori.
Am I
All right.
suitably disguised at this point?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Still, yeah, you're in disguise.
Yep.
Okay.
So, all right. So we will switch over to Zunori then, as you guys make your way back to town.
All right.
Gotcha.
All right. So, so the trick that you chose is pretty heavy in the lore. Do you have any questions from the last session before we continue with you going to the owner's house?
Mm,
Or do you need a refresher on anything?
mm. So there, maybe a light rebrief would be okay.
Okay.
Just so I think my information's solid.
Yeah, so between the shop owner and the captain, you figured out that a family that is very prominent in the Trade and Commerce Commission, the main trading guild for the realms, owns the town, and they've owned the town and the mine for quite some time. From what you've been able to gather and see, they're pretty reasonable folk. It's not like they're too shady, like there's drugs in the town or anything like that. And you figured out that the son had went missing, and being a member of this prominent family, he had a specific signet ring, which is the one that Ivania found. He's been missing for a couple of weeks now. Supposedly just going out on a routine special delivery that he often saw himself. And then you guys talked about, you and the lieutenant talked about current events, and you passed on warnings without divulging too much information, surprisingly. Successfully, rather. And then you also got the idea that the only travelers through this town other than miners are wizards to and from the Lothala Citadel. The precarious location and the distance from the main city just makes it a less trekked area of the realm.
Okay. And I was going to look for these guys, wasn't I? I can't remember now.
You were heading to the
the merchant house. That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember now. Yep.
Oh.
Flashback.
Well, it definitely was not hard to find between getting directions and then also it being like the obviously most lavish house of the town. And, upon walking up to the stoop, what do you want to do?
I think I'll just walk up to the door and knock on it, I guess. Nothing much else I can make prep for.
Oh, okay. It doesn't take long for a rather scrawny looking fellow, but in a high-end suit. You realize that it's either like a butler or a housekeeper pretty quickly. He just kind of opens the door and is like, yes. Sorry, I just pictured Jeeves in my head. And then all hell broke loose in my head.
I'll say, Sorry, the cat's distracting me. He's trying to get something from out underneath the fridge. Um, uh,
Hopefully it's a toy and not a living creature. Such as a
hopefully.
giant spider, by chance.
Oh, he just looks at spiders walking past. He's a pretty blasé about that. Um, um, okay, so he said, what do I want? Yes. I'm here to see the masters of the house.
And what business do you have, officer?
It's regarding their son.
So he's gonna quickly like raise his eyebrows and you see the formal visage kind of crack a little bit. Roll insight.
Son.
Dun dun dun.
You're kidding. Trying to be too formal. Notices nothing.
Yeah, so you kind of notice the quick surprise and think nothing of it. And he's like, please follow me. And he leads you in through the house to where he gently raps on a double door. In the house, you realize that you thought the outside looked nice. This place is on par with your parents' house in terms of quality of and uniqueness of everything, from the wood that is used in the doors to the decorations that adorn the walls. But after a couple of raps, you hear a woman's voice from inside, "Come in," and the butler just kind of gently, just kind of like wait for a second while he walks inside, and he says, "My lady, you have a visitor. This visitor brings news of Lumo." And she's like, "Oh, bring him in, send him in." And he's gonna come back out and he's gonna be like, "What was your name again?"
I'm Enforcer Zunori.
Alright. He's gonna be like, "Follow me." And he leads you in and announces you to the lady. He's like, "And this is Lady Lumina and Lady Luna, or Lena. Lumina and Lena." And at first, you just... Roll perception. Before I continue that sentence.
Wait, who's this lady? What's her name?
Lady Lumina.
Okay, cool, thanks.
And, but you did notice he announced 2 people in the room. And at first you only see one. It takes you uncomfortably a few seconds before you realize that there is a Jewel Antiri seated on her desk next to her book that she's reading.
What? All right. Yep. Okay.
And they're gonna be like, "Well, what news do you have?"
Is the butler still in the room with us?
Yes.
I'll turn to the butler and say, "If you could, please," and just like usher him to the door.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. 22.
Alright. Yeah, the butler does give a kind of a little worried glance, or just a second glance, over to Lady Lumina. She just kind of bows and approves of your request for the butler to leave. And he closes both doors behind him, and you are now presumably alone in the room with the 2 ladies. Sounds spicy. It's not.
Is she sitting or standing?
She was seated when you walked in, but upon introductions and then also just apprehension of the news, obvious apprehension, she has stood up.
Mm-hmm. How do I do this subtly? I'm going to ask the lady, is it all right if we could take a seat? I've been traveling for quite some time. My legs are weary.
She's gonna motion you to a chair that's right in front of the desk, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, please, excuse me, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you also like something to drink?"
Please.
All right, she's gonna. She's just gonna like immediately yell and 2 seconds here. Where are my? And she's gonna be like, "Zendon, get some tea." And he's gonna be like, "All right." And she's gonna be like, "Now, please, news."
So she's sitting now, I presume.
Yeah.
Okay. I come to you regretfully with not good news. I wish it were better, but it is not. It seems that your son has passed.
Roll me another insight.
Hmm. These rolls.
So at first it appears that she seems pretty unaffected, but you realize her emotions are well tempered. She starts to look down and kind of nod, hearing you, kind of acknowledging that she hears you. And, her throat kind of chokes up a little bit. Lena jumps up and she's like, "My lady." She's going to be like, "What have you found? How did it happen?"
Sorry, above the table. What did we even investigate the body to know that?
I'm going to give you a choice. You can either roll history or confer with with the team.
I will confer with my peers.
All right, peoples.
I have no idea who you're talking about, so I'm no help.
So I'm the one that looted the body, and when I was looting the body, all I know or all I remember was that this person at first looked like he was passed out drunk, and then second time when we went over to loot, that's when we realized that this guy had died from wounds matching the weapons of those bandits that we killed.
Wait,
I
are
was
these
like-
the tavern dudes?
Yes,
Yeah.
at the underground, no, in the underground part.
Where like the guy was
before we
laying
met
down the
people.
whole time and we thought he was
Yeah.
passed out?
Yeah, that guy.
And we were like, he's dead. Okay.
So we saw that he had wounds
Oh, that guy.
matching those
Wait, I
those
can go back in my
bandits.
adventure journal and look for that.
All right.
Jeez, I
Cool.
don't remember what to look.
Now I
wait,
know
hey.
exactly who we're talking about.
On the bright side, we killed all of them. I took the leader's head. That's how we got the bunny.
Very true. We have avenged him
So
unknowingly.
yes, we've avenged him.
Though I did do the unspeakable thing of looting a brand new stranger, but in my defense, he wasn't using it.
Now, if we only ran into them randomly, they weren't like trying to ambush us or nothing, were they? I can't remember.
Yeah.
That.
Well, so they heard us break down that gate or whatever, right? So they were like prepared for us. So they did try to ambush us when we went into the old tavern.
Right.
But no, they weren't looking for us specifically.
Right.
But we thought he was like part of their group, and that he was like passed out drunk by that fountain. And so then we handled the rest of them, and I took the leader's head, and that's the head that I was carrying around.
Mhm.
And like then, like Ivania was saying, we found out that he wasn't passed out drunk by the fountain.
Right.
He had been,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, he had been like it matched the weapons, and I believe we got told that it looked like they were trying to get like something out of him, like information.
Okay.
That's where Vanya found the ring.
Yeah.
Yes, on his person.
And also Zunori purified the bodies, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. But that's about kind of all I have in my what I've written.
Okay. I think I got it. Thanks, guys.
Hope that helps.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, we discovered them deep in the mines. Well, when I say them, there were bandits that ambushed us. We didn't know that they were there. And his body was amongst them. From what we could tell, he was they were trying to coerce him for some reason, whether money or information, I'm not too sure. But I can give you peace in knowing that I assisted his body in his passing. I am a practicing cleric.
She's gonna kind of take that in for a second and then saying, I thank you for your service and your happenstance. I hope the bandits weren't too much trouble for your troop.
Thinking back to Aya actually carrying her head around for a couple of days, is like, no trouble at all. We actually we found out that they were part of your wanted list in your town, so we've dealt with two problems at once, it seems.
That is convenient. We are frequently targeted by dangerous folk with rough desires, being a predominantly resource town. And you see Lena just kind of like cross her arms and like stamp her foot a little bit. She's like, yeah. She just kind of has, just puts on a little haughty expression. And she's like, he didn't seem to be a part of these bandits, did he?
I'm 80 to 90% sure that he wasn't. But the other 10% is, or 10 to 20% is not infallible.
Like, well, I thank you for coming and delivering the news. You are not one of my town guards. I presume you are informing me to get a reward.
No, I'm not actually here to get a reward. In fact, we're technically passing through. It was only by chance that this happened. We do have your son's ring in possession.
Roll perception real quick. Sorry, intentionally interrupting you. So as you start talking about the ring, you notice that Zendon is walking into the room with the tea. He had opened the door and he's been walking in.
Oh my god, can you hear my cat?
No, No,
He is.
actually, I wish.
He's meowing up a storm. Holy. I'm almost unable to communicate. Hang on a second.
Go take care of it real quick. Pause for kitty love. Or trouble.
Holy. As soon as he heard my voice, he's like, oh, you're in here. Yes, man. Yes.
He was looking for you this whole time.
Oh, man.
Just meowing
If
up and down
I'm
the
not.
hallway. Dad! Dad!
Oh, yeah. It sounds like that too. It sounds like a teenager or an adolescent.
My cats do the same thing. They sound like they're saying mom. I'll be like, Mom's fine. And then they'll stop meowing. They'll be like, how do you do that? The other people in my house.
Just got to reassure them.
Yeah. It's just like kids.
Sit down, lay down or something. You'll be right. No, not coming in here, no. No. Sorry, continue.
No worries. So Zendon comes in and sets down the tea, and he's like, "Milady, is everything all right?" And she's just gonna nod and then like briskly brush him off and just thank you, please leave us again. And he's gonna be like, okay, yeah, and just quickly dip out. Do you want to roll another insight?
Yeah, I will actually. It might help my next bunch of sentences. I do not
How?
understand. That's a statistical anomaly. Impossible.
So you can't quite tell if it's a matter of position and authority or if there's some emotional animosity. But you do at least catch on things being a little bit tense between them. And you also can't quite tell if it's also just because of her emotional state right now.
Can I roll another insight on the butler? Is that possible?
And if one of the players want to give you their inspiration. Because I had you roll insight
Oh,
on the butler.
I still have mine. You can have mine.
I still have my inspiration, so
Technically, I actually have two because I didn't use mine last time, and I gave the synopsis.
Well, you can only have one max per
Too
session.
bad I have two.
I'll just use mine.
Okay.
Everybody can save theirs. All right, cool.
The DM will allow this.
Come
But next
on.
time, if you don't use your inspiration by the end of the game, the end of the session, you lose it.
Hit me.
So you do know you were able to pick up on, she is, emotionally distressed right now, but you still can tell that there is definitely some form of animosity between them. Like I said, you can't distinguish if it's position and authority animosity or if it's personal. You can't really tell that.
Towards the butler?
Just between the butler and the lady.
Right. Okay. So I'll wait for him to leave the room.
Okay. And yeah, she shoos him off very briskly, and he respects her wishes and leaves the room and closes the door once again. You do hear it click, and the hot tea in front of you. She's like, "Please, there's honey right there," and she takes hers and just kind of sits it in front of her and just stares down at it.
I'm actually going to make a point of being very, how do you say the word like that? I will have applied etiquette. Like, when somebody's a bit distinguished, a distinguished gentleman. Won't be
Roll performance.
You don't want me to roll anything today, Richelle. I'm telling you. Performance. No. Yeah. Too many years being a soldier.
I mean, you guys have been through a week, so you do apply enough respectful etiquette, but you're not quite a distinguished gentleman. Your brusque soldierness is showing through.
You be that too. What? Okay, what I just saw, and so the story goes, I'll say to her, do you know of any involvement in this?
Roll me persuasion.
1 second. Before I do this, I'm just going to make sure of something. I know I have... I just got to look at my character sheet real quick. Never mind. That's only got to do with the light realm. Anyway, what'd you say? Persuasion?
Correct.
What the hell, man? Have I rolled above a 10? Once.
Yeah, persuasion.
once.
That was it.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh.
You got a 90 with the percentile. So your luck's not that bad today.
Oh, I did.
So she's going to respectfully acknowledge your question and just be like, I appreciate what you've done and your efforts in the matter, but I presume you've already passed this on to the captain. Then he has the information that I know, and he will investigate the matter as he sees fit. Thank you for your service.
Lady. And I'll basically stand up and leave.
All right.
I don't know what else to do. My rolls are so crap,
So you walk back to the door and open it up, and the butler's in the hallway. Not like in front of the door. Just standing at attention in the hallway, probably waiting for another bellow. And sees you getting ready to leave. And he'll be like, "Sir, I'll see you out." And as you guys start walking back to the front door and get a ways away from the study, he's gonna be like, "May I ask what the news was?" You can roll insight again if you want.
Right.
He's gonna be like, Luma was like a kid to me. I raised him a good deal of his life. You know a suspect when you see him.
My God. It was almost painful.
He's very sus. He seems genuine. You feel there is genuine emotion in his curiosity, that there was actually like a form of familial connection, but also sus AF.
Okay. I'm going to lean right into him and narrow my eyes and be like, I think you already know that.
Hold on. He needs to... he just widens his eyes and takes a step back and opens up the front door, and he's gonna be like, "Have a good evening, sir."
I'll be in touch, and I'll like give him that look like I'm on to you, fucker.
You can tell he's shaking in his boots. Caught him very off guard for you to hone in on him like that.
Okay. And as soon as the door closes behind me, I'll be like, now the real problem. I'll have to go find the guys.
Alright, so you had kind of seen what direction everyone took off in. And following that general direction, you immediately see an exit to town. Or an exit from the town, and kind of like a field and a sparse forest out across the way. And you see 4 figures in the distance, 3 of which are familiar. One of which is very brightly colored, but you don't quite recognize. Alright, guys. Yes, cross paths in the field just before town.
I'll walk up to him briskly and say, please tell me it wasn't you. Actually, I already
Sword,
know that it was them. No,
You already know.
Sword has Ivania by the back of the neck with one hand.
I have no idea what you're talking about, officer. I'm innocent. I'm innocent.
Vanya?
You could have just rolled with it. No, you gotta give yourself away. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Vanya, what did they do to you?
I'm sorry, you don't like the hair? The hair is fabulous.
The hair is pretty. It's the other part.
Pink does suit me quite well, don't you think?
Sure. I guess it's a disguise. 10 points disguise.
The whole point here is that they don't recognize me. And if you didn't, that's good enough for me.
Yep, if it wasn't for the context of your 4 party members and 3 out of the 4 being recognizable, you would not have recognized Ivania.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think them speaking was like, eh? All right. I'm gonna hold my hand out to Ivania and say, please, the ring.
Why have to? Ivana gives him the big old puppy eyes.
Yes,
Why
you have to.
Ivana very reluctantly digs into her pocket and gives it one last look. I'm like, there could have been so much more adventures between us. And then drops it in Zenori's hand.
Thank you. You did the right thing. Now, let us try and enjoy ourselves. I'll take this to the family tomorrow. I think they're going to go through a bit tonight. Speaking of which, you did a tiny bit of investigating about this Zorn, didn't you?
A little bit.
The butler of the house, he's absolutely involved. In what way? I cannot say. I'm way off my game. We've been traveling for too long. I'm tired and hungry as fuck.
Whoa there, officer.
We can talk through it a little bit as we walk, and I'll get in the front with Zenori while we try to figure out where we're trying to go.
Did you tell him that you were onto him?
In a subtle way. I didn't say anything to him, but I was
subtle.
No. Subtle like a brick, like I always am.
If y'all are willing to sell a couple things for me, I can follow behind him and see if he goes anywhere, because he won't see me because I am tiny.
Like your style, are you? Please.
Cool. Put me in the direction.
And I'll just point at the biggest house in town, like, that's the one.
Got
Little solo stealth mission for Aya.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so Arya just quickly shoots off at the thought of being Seth's little fairy.
Well, I'm gonna hand over a couple things for them to sell to Zenori.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I'm gonna wait. Aya, stop. Did you buy anything today?
Yes.
What did you
Yes, I did.
buy?
I got a poisoner's kit and some empty vials.
Okay, how much was it?
How much did I spend? I spent what, like 150 gold? Does that sound right? Sounds right.
Soren reaches into his satchel and hands her 150 gold.
I'm gonna start bleeding out of my eyeballs again. Fill up another vial.
Oh God, is that normal?
I bleed out of my eyeballs for 2 minutes.
Nice. Let me take
I'm
this
gonna collect
money out of my
I'm gonna-
inventory.
Jesus Christ.
I think we need
No,
to see a
Sword,
healer.
this is not a toy. Stop.
There we go.
The bleeding does not physically harm Aya, does it?
No, it doesn't harm me. I have to roll a d4 to see how long I bleed out of my eyes for.
Okay, so it's
Oh,
like this
I
infinite
forgot.
amount
Why
of
are
blood.
you bleeding again?
Cursed
That
object.
blood gem, the ruby that I had, the blood gem has attuned to me.
And it's
Okay.
cursed.
So
It's
essentially,
a very
anytime I deal with
sensitive
money,
object.
so like I buy something or I like sell something, I'll start bleeding out of my eyeballs.
Oh
But
my
I've decided to make the best of it and collect the blood. I found a spell. It's called a blood orb. And I figured once I figure out how to animate the flowers, I can have the flowers like move with the blood orb and have like little flower suicide bombers. But
I've just kind of accepted it.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my.
Making the best out of a bad
Everyone's
situation.
mildly horrified all the time now. Mildly horrified all the time.
Well, I was already going to have little flower spies because I'm trying to learn how to animate them and to talk to them so that they can, like, spy. Because I can sprout flowers. So I'll grow a flower, they'll spy for me, and then I'll get the information. I'm going to be a little flower spy. I'm very excited about the whole thing. Anyways, I'm going to hand over the handkerchief, the throw pillows, and the mug with the jade inlays and lid to be sold.
I'm gonna Soren is going to bend down to the ground and place his hand on like the cobblestones, like the cracks in between the stones, and out of his hand is gonna like slowly slip Bert as I cast Flock of Familiars. So Bert and I think three other. Let me make sure. Uh, Conjure an additional creature for each slot above second, and it's his third level, and it makes three. So okay, so it's four, so Bert and three other shadow things, and I'm gonna have them all like go and soak up into Aya's shadow and go with her.
All right.
Ooh. I got
Wait,
shadow
what do we
friends
call
now.
those again?
My
I can't remember
my
what we called
shades, my
those.
shades.
Shades. That's right.
Hmm.
Minions.
Yeah.
Let's call it a minions.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna zoom off to the house and find Butler. So what?
All right. So we will touch base with you later. Before you guys head into town, let's go ahead and take a about like a 5 or 10 minute wellness break for
Okay.
snacks, refill
All right.
waters, all the good things. That includes you, dear viewers, who make our worlds go round. Uh, but yeah, wellness break. Be right back. We are back.
Woo!
So we are back
Oh, crap.
with everyone but Aya. And you guys are heading back into town for shopping and whatever else.
I'm gonna quickly like catch up to Zenori at the front of the line and kind of, hey, just come here real quick. To pull away from the rest of the group, like ahead just a little bit.
Okay.
I think something was trying to cast something on Moshi earlier in the forest. And whatever it was seemed to also be one of her kind. I don't know what's going on with it, but I just figured you should know too.
Super interesting.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Moshi's like unnaturally quiet.
Oh.
I'm
He's been acting weird ever since too.
Do you think he knows who it was?
I think so. I kind of got the feeling talking to him.
That's super interesting. I'll look at
Cat!
He's obnoxious. Alright, boyo. Speaking of Lintets. He's absolutely carrying on. Leave my camera alone.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh my god. Oh my
That's
god.
where all the friends are!
What are these people saying? Why can't I hear them?
Sit down. That's fine. Okay. Alright. I've controlled the cat.
That's
Did you?
It's an oxymoron, I know.
I was like, was that the right word? I had the word in my head, but then I was like, definition.
Paradox, oxymoron, one of the
Yeah,
seven.
there we go. Oh.
He's still trying to get over to the camera. He's like, let me at it.
I demand friend cuddles.
Is this where I speak into? Sorry,
Is this thing on?
yeah, so Moshi's going through it. Well, we best keep an eye on him. I may try and talk to him later. We'll see how everything pans out.
Might be for the best. And I'll go take up the rear again.
Alright, so upon walking into town, you guys get a few strange looks as a group. A couple of faces you guys recognize from like the initial incident, but no one seems to be raising any alarms. And a lot of people also just kind of eyeballing Zenori, who's escorting these 3 travelers. So, but all in all,
visibly worried because she's not very good in disguise. She doesn't know how to disguise herself very well.
Stiff.
Oh
my god. Yes.
Oh, actually, Zenori and Sword. Roll perceptions.
All right.
Sorry, I'm trying to fight a cat and roll. Give me a moment. Cat,
You do have the benefit of not rolling a physical die right now.
Yeah, I can't see my screen. Cat, come here. I can't see anything. Thank you.
You're seeing all you need to see. All right, so you both see that from a distance, the jewelry shop owner is kind of looking over at you guys and just kind of curious who you're walking with, and but you know, there's a substantial crowd in between, and
I'm going to step forward so that I'm like directly in the line of sight between the shopkeeper and Ivania.
Good call. Evanya's going to try and hide her silhouette completely as much as possible.
right, do you guys want to? What's your guys' first stop in town?
I think we should try to find. I feel like we should just try to find a place to stay, maybe somewhere close enough to the mansion that I can still see through my shades, which is like a mile. So
I'm sorry. Cat was like right in the camera.
Just random cat face. Amazing. In this town square, you do actually see, so the manor is kind of on the north end of town, but outside of the main circle. And just a few buildings into town, in the main circle, you do find a tavern.
am I still close enough to be able to feel my shades
What's
presence?
the distance?
Basically,
What's your max
it's a
distance?
mile. It's a full mile.
It's a full mile. Yeah, you are.
All right.
Oh no, Cat
Must
locked
have
him
done
out.
some shindig. Cat, no, this is not what we were supposed to do.
And so yeah, we found like a tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go up. How many rooms do we want? Maybe two rooms. I'll go up and ask for 2 rooms from the person at the bar. If there's an inn, actually, I can I'm assuming.
Yeah, so the tavern you guys find is an eatery, but the bartender kind of up front as you talk to him and ask if they got rooms available. He does happen to have 2, one of which has 1 bed and the other has 2 beds. And he looks over at Yunhao and then back to you, and 5 gold for both rooms.
Will do. I'll hand him that. And
Gold.
Soren is going to retire to the room with, I guess, 1 bed. I'm not going to sleep on the bed, but I'm going to get kind of like, what's it called? Like meditation posed on the ground, and I'm just going to
Just go into
shut out my
concentration.
eyes and what, yeah, kind of be Overwatch for Aya.
Okay. What about you two?
I do believe Ivania will try to stay low, so Ivania and Aya will stick together, probably. Or Ivania will stick with Aya.
Aya's going to the mansion.
Yeah, A already took off and is planning
Oh, wait.
on.
Yeah. Brain.
So
And Chris will be rejoining us shortly.
yeah, that
I
is
was
the
gonna
funniest thing.
We'll sit in the
The
room.
cat
and
knocked something off his table and it turned his PC off.
Oh god.
Amazing.
That was like such a cat thing.
What a cat thing to do.
Oh, anyway.
But yes.
Moshi doesn't know what to do. He's still very like, I don't know if shaken is the right word, but he's not like doing great.
Roll me a perception real quick. Okay. Yeah. So, emotionally perturbed. You can choose if you react to this or not. But the tavern doesn't seem to be too busy. This is a higher end tavern, and you kind of figure with the predominantly blue collar population that a lot, this will probably be the busiest it's gonna get. Uh, you also do, the kitchen is in full swing, so you smell lots of different kinds of foods. But once again, you can choose to partake in foods or.
Yeah. Okay. Moshi's always hungry. So Moshi's thinking he'll get something to eat and just sit in like a table in the corner. Maybe. Just like for a bit. Just chill. Like for a bit, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Sounds good. Barkeep!
What can I get you?
What is your menu for this evening? Or day? Or is it evening? Is it day? I don't know.
At this point it is evening.
What do you have this evening?
And be like, well, we have 2 different kinds of meat pies, and then you can also have the meat pie without the pie part if you would like.
What's
Just the meat.
that? Excuse me. I mean, go on.
Meat.
The farmers have brought in a nice fresh supply of vegetables, so we have very nice salads and sautéed assortment, as well as iced buns.
What now?
Iced buns.
What is that?
He does kind of gesture to plates that are around when you ask. And one of the plates has what appears to be a larger. It's the same shape as a steamed bun, but instead of being speckled with sugar and cinnamon, it kind of has this white sugary icing on top and a little bright red fruit.
Yeah, that's happening tonight. Okay, so, yeah, I'll take one of those meat pies with the pie part because that's the best part. And a couple of those little like bun things. Those look pretty darn cool.
Like, all right, bring.
Oh, and your finest ale. Actually, what drinks do you have? I don't know. I don't really feel like alcohol, but
he's gonna be. Yeah, let you know that he does have a couple of different kinds of ales and meats. So he has honey wine and he has fruit wine, and then he also does have some of the snow water from the mountain, and which is very fine water, fresh spring water, and some of the juices they have made into smoothies.
They have smoothies in this world? Okay, cool. So
yeah, like Ivania had a jug of Pagna berry. That was pretty much a smoothie.
I need a drink that will warm the soul. Do you have anything that would help me with this?
And he's gonna be like, I got you. I'll bring it right to you.
Sweet. I'm gonna just sit in this table in the back. Just let you know.
I got you. Then he looks over at you, Vanya, and Junora, and he'd be like, what can I get for you guys?
Okay.
He built his character for this moment.
I need your biggest plate. I need half of it to be the pie without the pie. I need the other half to be all of your vegetables in the steam fashion.
Pie without the pie?
Also,
what is this?
Huh?
Really?
It's just
pie
mince.
without the pie?
It's mince. I'm just fine.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be in the bit. Yeah, you can find your own. I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, I need all the vegetables. I need them to be steamed. Also, if it's possible, can I get some sort of gravy over the vegetables? That would be lovely. And also, could I have one of those funny little buns that you have? And did I hear you say that you had smoothies?
He's gonna be like, yes, we have a fruit and a vegetable smoothie. Would you also like a bouquet of flowers for the table?
No. I don't know what you're referring
Actually,
to.
he'd love the
It's
flowers.
food,
That would really be good. I
I'll
mean, he
take the
really likes
flowers.
daisies.
It's gonna
Daisies
be-
are his favorite. I mean, I just would really remind him of home.
He's gonna be like, he's like, I gotcha. Do you want that to be, do you want your smoothie to have alcohol in it?
Not tonight. I will have it as a vegetable and fruit smoothie, though.
Okay, I got you. The only thing I can't do is the vegetables are either oven roasted or sauteed. I didn't do steamed tonight.
Open roast.
And you're like, all right, I'll get that right over to you.
Oh, no green vegetables in the smoothie.
And he's gonna be like, at this point, you're gonna get what you get.
Man, I did not expect Zunori to be so damn picky.
He hasn't eaten proper
Ew.
food in days, and he's just like, I'm gonna have the best shit ever.
Moshi's like, whatever they have, they have. And Zunori is like, I would like a smoothie with no alcohol and no green vegetables, please, because that I cannot have it.
He's going for nutrient.
Don't forget the flowers for the table.
I'll make it worth his while, and I'll slide 2 gold over to him.
He'll take the 2 gold and he'll be like, all right, I gotcha.
Vanya is gonna have a smoothie, and we'll have the meat pie with the pie. Simple food because she's still quite on the edge.
All right, so after a little bit of sitting at the table, the bartender comes by with everyone's drinks. For you, Moshi, he brings you a hot mug filled with a delicate tea and just a hint of sweet alcohol. Not too over, but just a hint. And it's you can tell it's almost like a floral tea.
Like a what?
Floral tea?
Floral. Oh,
Yeah.
I think you said horrible. I'm like, I don't understand.
Talking
No.
chamomile.
Moshi. Moshi thanks the bartender, barkeep, whatever, and tips him way too much.
All right, and then for you, Zunori, you can see that the smoothie is predominantly like carrot or root based, and the berries really balance out the bitterness of some of the vegetables.
Okay.
And
Is that okay, Zunori? Is that to your liking? Excuse me, I don't see flowers at his table.
The bartender's like, sorry, I ended up running out.
Oh, bummer.
And after a little while, you guys also get he does bring the plates of food. Ivania, you get a nice, just adequately proportioned meat pie.
Thank you.
Moshi, your portion of pie is definitely quite a bit larger than Ivania's, as well as 2 decent sized buns. 2 buns.
Oh yeah.
And then for you, Chris, he ends up, so he brings over Vanya's and Moshi's plate first, and then he goes back to get Zunori's, and ends up just, it's a double-hander plate, just a platter, a giant platter, with half a heaping pile of meat and gravy, and then a heaping pile of roasted vegetables, various squashes and roots and stuff like that, and then also covered in gravy. And he'll be like, give a yell if you need
Good man.
it. You should be like,
Good sir.
enjoy.
And be like, I'm gonna raise my glass, everyone, and be like, cheers. Take one sip, and just start mauling food.
Moshi ignores everyone.
There's gonna be a guy across the way that's just gonna be like,
Just see like food like flying. Tsunori's area, like. Meanwhile, Soren in the other room's like. Tsunori's like.
and that leads to
This
my
is my
next
meditation.
question. Is there anything else that you guys would like to actively do at this time?
I guess Ivania will get started on some potion brewing, but she does not have very much idea what she's doing.
Okay. I would say that you guys have about 3 or 4 hours of downtime before an adequate long rest. Anything beyond that, if you want to take it, we'll take that down to a short rest for morning.
One thing I do want to do, and this involves you, Moshi. I would like to go speak to them privately. If we.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You don't have a choice when it
No,
comes to
I am in the back, in the corner,
yeah,
in my own little booth, table, whatever, nursing this warm tea, and you guys are not anywhere near me. Make
I
that
know.
very clear.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is after Zenori's like
Okay,
fed
cool.
himself and like undid his belt and like belched and farted a couple of times. And
Yeah, I'm really glad I'm not aware.
Fuck too. Yeah.
Moshi's in the corner ignoring you all, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up my drink after I've made a absolute pig of myself, and just saunter on over and slide into the chair on the other side where Moshi is. I'll be like, so, put my veggie berry smoothie down and kick back in the chair. And I've been told that some interesting happenings happened out in the forest.
So this is my table, and you happen to be sitting here.
I'll look at the table and be like, I'm sorry, your name is not here.
Oh, flick out a knife, carve my name into it. Just kidding. Oh, it's because you can't read it. It's invisible. Here, let me write it in the gravy from my meat pie.
Shots fired.
You're going to finish that?
Oh God, really? Yes. By the way, I'm like, Moshi is methodically eating. He doesn't stuff his face. So he's still eating.
I remember growing up like that.
Uh-huh.
Very methodical and straight edge. The problem with this is that it hides the interior. Doesn't actually show
you mean the hunger, right? Yeah. So maybe, is there a point to this, or are you just gonna keep rambling about your stupid childhood?
Bro.
Man, when people say I'm subtle as a brick, all right, Moshi, let me cut the brass glass. You are hiding something. You know something, and it could put you and possibly our group in danger. I like you very much. One could say
I've literally been hiding things since the very beginning. Why are we talking about this now?
because
You could say the same for you, buddy. We don't share everything.
I'll share whatever you feel that I need to share.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, one thing's for
I'm
sure.
an
I don't
open
want to
book.
have to hear about your childhood. So
You don't
let's
have
grab
to
that.
hear about my childhood.
Okay, cool.
However, it's getting to the point now where I would like to know about you, Moshi. I don't want to like.
This is the wrong night, Bucko. Not tonight, man. Maybe tomorrow. Not tonight.
All right, Moshi. But there's going to be a time when this all catches up to you, and eventually us as well. So please.
Cool, but not tonight. And if you ask me one more time, I swear.
Okay. Sticks finger in pie. Proceeds to walk off.
Wait. What do I have?
Oh boy. This is a declaration.
You were
of war.
just getting hissed at, and then he just had to mark the already claimed territory.
Dude,
the DM is not
Ivalia witness any
responsible
of
for
this?
anything that's about to happen.
Zenori like scoots off like completely not what he usually does.
Did
It is
Ivalia
in this
witness any
moment-
of this?
I'm trying to find a weapon that's
Zenori,
not going to
go
hurt very
ahead.
much.
Zenori, go ahead and make a Constitution saving roll for me real quick.
Oh no.
Well, she's looking at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a moment. I just realised that I haven't loaded this up since the incident. Sorry, what was the roll?
Constitution
Constitution.
saving.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. Oh man. Did it go through? It was a 13.
Okay, it doesn't take you by total surprise, but you do start realizing that the barkeep did spike your drink.
As in drugged it.
No, just alcohol. Like, you realize it was a nominal amount of alcohol, but it's enough to get you tipsy.
That explains the obnoxiousness. I like wobble on off out of there.
Now have an excuse.
Moshi is so pissed, he's going to grab a ball bearing and throw it at his head.
Roll the hit.
Frick you.
Can I dex that?
What do I hit? What do I roll? Sorry.
Just,
I'm bad at the dexterity.
no
What
worries.
is it? 20, I guess.
For the...
I never rolled a hit.
It'd be a improvised weapon, so it'd be like 1d4.
No.
That's
For
damage. That's damage. It's
to
1d20 for
Go
hit.
ahead and use one of your bows.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and use one of your bows.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Just for the hit roll.
Oh shit!
Yes! Yes! That is
Alright.
us making my
Roll.
night!
Roll
Amazing.
2d4.
Oh!
Yeah.
2D. Wait,
So
like I just roll
need
it
you
twice?
to make another... Oh, because it's a critical hit.
So I roll twice?
Yeah. Yeah, roll... Yeah, so 2d4s.
I don't know what that is. Okay,
That's
cool.
1d4. Okay, so roll again. There you go. So you take... I need you to roll another Constitution saving throw real quick.
Me?
No,
Um,
Zenori.
Oh,
Okay. So it does...
Wait, no, go away.
It does kind of like startle you and jar you a bit. You do take 6 points of damage. And you start feeling a little welt at the back of your head. As a ball bearing just dunk so perfectly on the back of your head.
I look back at Moshi and be like, and take a drink and like, off I go. Like just being absolutely shit. Go up to the barkeep and be like, barkeep, I'll need a bed for the night.
Oh my god. It's
Barkeep's gonna
embarrassing.
be like, Do you need your own bed? Did you find a friend you need to invite in, or because you guys already got rooms?
Oh yeah.
He's not with us.
I'll just saunter upstairs.
Bart keeps gonna check his bottle. How much did I give him?
A little bit too much.
But all right.
I think it's like a food coma crossed with like tipsiness. It's just like made Zunori way too laid back.
This works. But all right, so you guys have 3 to 4 hours of downtime that you can use for whatever you wish. Soren and Aya. So let's go ahead and get with you guys.
Hello.
All right.
All right, so just to kind of iterate, so Aya, you are heading over to the house to start stalking the butler, okay? And
Correct.
Soren, Bert, and 2 other shades are going with her.
3 other shades.
3 other shades, okay?
Yep. 4 total.
4 total. All right. And you are concentrating in the tavern to have control and sight with them. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, Aya, go ahead and roll me an initial investigation.
Motherfucker. I have a +5. That's so
I'm
bad.
assisting.
Oh, well then roll.
Or do you wanna you can use my inspiration.
Well, if you are assisting, then she can roll with advantage and just needs to roll one more time.
Ah, okay.
Because Bert's keeping a lookout.
That's so much
My
better.
man! Alright. Alright, so it wasn't difficult for you to find the manor with Zunori's directions. And Zunori gave you a good description of the people you're looking for, the people to look out for, as well as kind of a brief layout of what he did see of the property. Also note that when he was telling you who he does know was in the building, he did mention a gem antieri. Okay. But reaching the property, it's starting to be get into the later hours of the star set, and so twilight's dawning, and all the lights are on in the manor, and you see the lights go out in a couple of the side rooms just as you're approaching, until just a few lights are on in the main area. It is a single level manor. What would you like to do first?
Okay. Is there like any open access points, like windows that are cracked or whatever, that I would be able to get into near the entryway? Do I see any? Like, it doesn't have to be wide open. It just has to be open wide enough that I could fit through.
You don't see anything intentionally left open, but the bottom of the door space underneath the main door and the floor appears to be enough for you to squeeze under.
Cool. So I am going to peer under first and make sure I don't see like any feet. And then I'm going to go under and I'm going to like fly myself up as close to the ceiling as possible.
Okay, go ahead and roll me perception and an initial stealth. Which you get stealth with advantage, because that's one of your perks. Yeah, so you have 0 issue staying out of sight and out of earshot. But in terms of perception, it was a little bit difficult for you to see under the door. But once you got up to the ceiling, you see that there isn't anyone in the hallway, but you do hear movement in one of the rooms out of the hallway.
So yeah, I'm just gonna like make this way easier on myself. Can I ask one of the shades to go ring the doorbell? We're gonna play like Ding Dong Ditch. Because the butler's gonna come answer the door, and then I'm just gonna follow him.
Yep. So Bert will salute.
Go, Bert, go!
Roll a
And
performance
then
for Bert.
slip like I'm losing. Oh, okay. I'm losing connection for a little bit, but let's see. Performance.
You
He has
just
a
sped forward in time is all.
Bert. Okay, Bert has a +1, right, to everything.
Yeah.
All right, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll this. It's gonna be 2 under whatever the thing, whatever the roll is, or 2 over whatever the roll is. Sweet.
So a D20
Because
plus 2.
I have a -1. Yeah. So 12 on performance.
All right. Between Bert walking in the shadows and your guidance, he eventually found some semblance of a door knocker. And was like, "Is this it?" And you're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right," and just toom, toom.
The
Bert,
other
go!
3 are gonna be like splayed out like around Aya waiting for orders.
All right.
Also saluting.
So, after 2 heavy knocks of what sounds to be the knocker on the door, Bert returns to you, and the movement that came from one of the other rooms, you see a tall, very skinny gentleman who, according to Zenori's description, was initially in a very well kept suit, but he has obviously since taken off some articles of clothing and is relaxing for the evening. He starts like kind of straightening up his shirt a little bit as he goes to answer the door, and in full and prim proper, he opens up the door and sees no one. Roll insight.
Insight. Okay.
All right. Upon seeing nobody, his first reaction was kind of, very blasé, like, oh, just must be a hooligan. But then he kind of closes the door. He keeps on his facade. It closes the door, and immediately you just see him start to break out in sweat. And it's like, okay, it's okay. Everything's fine. And he goes to return to one of the rooms down the hallway.
Okay. We're gonna stay close to the ceiling and follow behind him from like a little bit of a distance.
Okay.
And then, depending on where he goes, depends on my next action.
All right. So down the hall, the room he goes into is one of the last doors down the hall. You do pass a couple of very large double doors. But the room that he goes into just appears to be just like a living quarters kind of area. The room is much smaller or the door, including the room, seems to be much smaller than the rest of the manor. It's very quaint. But he sits on the bed and seems to be calming his nerves.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay outside of the room and just kind of still watch from afar, see what I can see, to see what he does, because like I want to make sure that we like search the room when he's obviously not like actively doing stuff. Like the shades might be able to get away with it right now, but I don't really want to risk that. Though that'd be hilarious to see him have like a minor heart attack, because like shit starts moving and there's like not really anything there. But I want to see if he actually like goes to leave the house later.
Okay. Alright, so you're just going to wait around for that trigger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, whichever way that goes, whether he goes to sleep or he goes elsewhere or whatever.
Alright, what about the shades?
I'm gonna have them like sneak into the shadows of the room and just wait until he goes to sleep or he leaves so that they can start searching, because they can search and I can follow him, and tell them that they're looking for anything that looks out of place, journals, notes, stuff like that that might tell us like who he's involved with, prove that he was involved with it. Large amounts of like coin, because like he's a butler, he probably isn't rolling in the dough, stuff like that.
Okay.
And the duration of my spell is for an hour, so when it gets close to an hour, I'll just recast it to keep them up.
Okay.
Okay. Do you agree with those orders, Soren, or do you want to deviate from them?
I might have Bert do some scouting around the rest of the place.
Okay.
Just like kind of going through the rooms and seeing what's where and who's where. But the rest of them are just following Aya's every word.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation for Bert.
Investigation. Oh wait, I mean that's mine. I don't know. Does it use mine? Well, I mean, yeah, it should be his, so I should probably look up a character.
You can just roll a d20 plus 1.
Okay. Well, I mean that would be a 8.
Mm. Yep, so, well, yeah, so 9 with his plus 1. And what he finds is the study which you, according to Tsunori's telling of descriptions, must have been where the ladies were originally when they talked with Tsunori. You can tell that the fireplace was recently put out. And across the hall from them, there is their living quarters with with their fireplace up and going. So Bert has lots of deep cast shadows to squeeze through effortlessly, as a Bert would do.
Perfect.
But he can't quite see what exactly is going on. But he does see a lady kind of curled up in bed, either sleeping or just quietly laying there. And then throughout the rest of the house, does not find much.
Okay. And then he'll go and rejoin the rest.
All right. So after about 2, hey, roll another perception for me. With advantage.
I'm so glad that mattered. The advantage really helped. Sir fucking Lord.
You can technically roll again with if someone wants to give you an inspiration.
I will. Try one more time. Don't get a 6. Here comes the nat 1. Oh!
With advantage again.
No, it's already
really?
gone. Oh, it's like a second roll. Got it. That's better. It's ever so slightly better.
Listen, what was it? Last time we were like, oh, just roll again, because like I got a whole bunch of like really low rolls and then I hit a nat 20 after I had used somebody's inspiration. I was like, you've got to be fucking shitting me.
All right, so after a short time, the guy starts calming himself down, And he ends up walking around the house for a little bit, turning out the. He ends up walking around the house for a little bit. He knocks on the lady's door. You don't quite hear her response, but he knocks on the door and he asks, "Are you done for the evening, milady?" And you hear a muffled response, and he just nods and walks around the house, turning out the rest of the lights, as well as doing some late night chores in the kitchen. And approximately about 4 hours after you guys had entered the abode, he returns to his quarters. So you have about a couple of hours of searching. Go ahead and roll investigation with advantage.
The shades are gone.
Well, I mean, they can search while he's out about the house. They don't have to. Because we just needed him like asleep or out of the room, and he's out of the room, so they can search.
All right. They find a number of different storybooks. This guy loves books that tell stories. And other, personal effects, but very small amount. He has a very modest living quarters. Nothing strikes out as what would be considered evidence. You don't find any letters that have any significance to be like, oh, this is the thing. Just seems to be normal letters to and from the lady of the house, or for business for the lady of the house, but nothing suspicious.
Okay. Well, in that case, if you want to let them fade, you can. I'll follow him if he leaves. And I have the ability, because we're bonded, to mind link Ivania.
Okay. Yeah, they're out because they only had 2 hours of duration, so.
Yeah, so I'll mind link Ivania if we move, and I can kind of like describe the location or whatever, so somebody can always come up and join me if something is about to go down.
And Soren will start taking a short rest in the inn room. So if this takes a while, he'll be back in the fight.
All right. If you are not needed, you can count that as a long rest. All right, Aya, what do you want to do now?
I guess I'm just gonna wait for him to either go to sleep or leave, right? Because he just finished all of his chores, but he's not asleep yet, right?
After about 4 hours after you enter, he does go to bed, yes.
Okay. Is there any place that I could hide until he wakes up in the morning?
Yeah, there's numerous places you can hide under his bed. They don't seem to have a pet of any sort. Or you can hide up in the chandelier. Or in one of his dresser drawers.
Okay. I'll probably go with the chandelier, but I want to make sure that... Does he have anything like crunchy in his room? Like a glass or a wrapper or something like that?
Roll investigation.
Hey.
The papers that are in one of the dresser drawers, the, generic letters, are the crunchiest that you can find, aside from actually scraping stuff together.
Okay, but there's not anything, say, like on top of the dresser or anything, like out in the open?
No. It's very modest and very clean.
Okay. I guess I'll have to make do and just grab one of those letters, and we're gonna put it like near the end, like where he would probably put his feet, like when he steps out of bed to wake up in the morning. That way he like steps on the letter, causes like a crinkle to like help wake me up, because I'm gonna do like a short rest in the chandelier.
Okay.
So we're gonna have like a little noise trap so that I know that he's up.
All right. So everyone but Aya, roll me another perception, actually.
Me?
Yep. Actually, no, insight. Sorry.
This is gonna be bad. And I just had a good roll. Oh my god! Yay!
All right, so you, being used to needing to sleep on alert, wake up every so often, and that's the equivalent of a short rest, to check in on your dozing suspect. And on a couple of occasions, you do sense and see that he may be sleeping, but not peacefully. Definitely having tossing and turning and troubles and dreams, whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and fast forward to morning. Everyone else, you guys wake up and Aya has not returned.
Uh-oh.
Is Vanya still aware of what's going on with Aya?
Yes.
Wait, we all know where she is, right?
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
it's-
I have the mind link going on right now, so
Oh,
is Vanya like acutely aware, or is it just like generally aware of what's going on?
Roll me an insight.
The insight is here.
So you do know Aya is safe and relatively calm. You also get a hint of boredom. But all does seem to be relatively aware. Or, not aware. Well. Yeah.
Well, as long as she's fine, then
Who lodged with who yesterday?
we have 2 rooms, right?
Yeah, we have 2 rooms.
One with one bed and one with 2 beds.
I'll bunk
Then-
with Soren.
I presume
I'm
Soren
gonna-
was in the 1-bedroom one, so because that way he had more floor space to concentrate.
I could just see during the night, like, Moshi opening the door to Soren's room and seeing Vanya and going,
Shit.
like, if that is the case, Moshi did not go into where Tsunori was. I'm just gonna say.
Okay, so I guess Soren is gonna. I'll pick up all my stuff, and I'm just gonna start looking for Moshi.
And where did you sleep, Moshi, again?
Where did I go?
Gonna make me roll an investigation.
Yes.
What's like in the area, in the nearest like vicinity of the hotel thing?
So the upstairs where the rooms are is a pretty normal sized hallway with 8 doors. At the end of the hallway, there's kind of like an end table at the end of the hallway. But downstairs in the tavern, it has the booths in the walls and the tables in the middle of the dining area. And the barkeep is essentially the main person that's running stuff.
What's like outside the tavern, like
Oh.
close by?
Oh,
What's what I meant.
roll
That doesn't
an
work.
investigation.
Investigación. Okay.
All right, so around the tavern is just a few alleyways between the buildings, and of course, like compost bins and storage boxes and crates, but not too much in the alleyways besides that, and then the buildings surrounding the tavern are a couple of different stores.
Okay, so just stores and like alleys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is gonna sound weird, but Moshi, wait, should I tell you where he is, or Soren, are you gonna find him?
He has to roll investigation.
I'm rolling investigation.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. 10.
So if you do find Moshi, it will be like a half an hour or an hour, and it will be a group effort. Or Moshi can choose to come out and greet you guys when he sees that you guys are looking for him.
I'm like calling, Moshi!
Wait, are you okay?
Moshi!
Is there a way I can like let Soren know where I am at without everyone else figuring it out? Is anyone else awake yet? Like,
I just got up and got going, so I don't know if
no
there's
one else
anyone
is
with me.
awake. Oh, okay.
Everyone
sleeping.
got had a few hours of downtime or a few extra hours of sleep. So upon sunrise, everyone woke up well rested.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't really have anyone sleeping in. But what you can try is Soren has been your teacher in the ways of Aether.
Oh,
So
really?
you may
Okay.
roll an Arcana.
Oh God. All right. I can try.
Have faith in your abilities, young Padawan.
Group Arcana check.
It's not great.
Soren, roll Perception.
Well, maybe.
Perception and not Arcana. All right, let me see. Nope.
So you actually do.
The force is not strong.
That's what the hot bean juice is for. You're doing this before hot bean juice, so.
That's true. I mean, just walk outside, just start wafting coffee. Moshi.
Absolutely. But so you don't get a location, but you do kind of get like this general wave of recognition that like Moshi hears you.
Can I
You can see it's
detect
Moshi.
magic and go? Okay, I could just go searching, like try to bloodhound it.
You can certainly try.
Blood. Damn. Okay.
All right.
Go
Cast a
ahead.
detect magic.
And roll me an investigation.
Investigation. Whoops. Okay, cool. I rolled it twice on accident. The first one was higher.
Oh, sure. Twice
I
on accident.
I thought I accidentally rolled intimidation, so I tried to click investigation.
Moshi! You
Moshi,
just see a
come
cat
out.
running out of town.
Significantly better.
Yep, so that little faint general, magical ping that you got from Moshi, after a
Do you
few
want me
minutes...
to whisper you, Richelle,
You
where I'm at?
may.
Okay.
Pause for whisper and snacking.
In the meantime, I think Vanya is going to actually attempt to help, not knowing that there is secret communication going down.
Oh no.
That is Amazing. I'm gonna ask you one question, Sword. Would you have sent out Bert to help you search for Moshi?
Oh no.
I mean, I guess he could like pop out of my shoulder.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he's
He's on the
looking
mission.
around.
So you guys walk outside and start walking around the building, and all of a sudden Bert's like, squeak, 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 squeak. Essentially sounding in your alarm.
Gonna look up.
And you see Moshi curled up on the chimney of the tavern.
What?
How high up is the roof?
2 stories.
Farther
Oh.
than 30 feet. Oh wait, no, actually I think I have more than 30 feet of movement if I hold on.
Is it just Soren out there? Or is everyone out there?
Where's the
Yeah, we're all looking out for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
all
I'm
of you,
past the
all
fuck
of
out.
y'all.
Yeah,
Oh,
is that
Tsunori's
would that be
still-
farther than 30 feet?
Yeah, who all is there? Who's
The edge
there?
of the roof would not be.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Duskwalk and pop up on the in one of the shadows of the at the top of the roof and float over to Moshi. Kind of just karate chop him on
I'm
behind.
awake.
Oh, I thought you
No, just so you
she said
know,
curled up.
I'm awake. I'm just curled up against the chimney. Thank you.
I'll float up and I'll kind of like crouch down a little bit.
How did you get up here,
You just see Bert cheering.
I have ways.
Bert?
He's like dancing around. He's doing his
Oh,
little
man.
thing.
You found me, Bert. Good job. Go,
Can
Bert.
never outdo Bert.
Nah, Bert's the man. Or the shade. The shade.
He's an extension of me, so he can be a man, I guess.
You rock, Bert.
Ah, I see what you did there. He rocks.
I got it. I understood red reference.
So I'll kind of lower myself enough to where like my feet touch the roof, but not like putting all my weight on it so I don't crash through it. I'll kind of like Slav squat forward. And... So what was that in the forest?
Really? I haven't even eaten yet, and we're gonna talk about this.
Yep, we are. We are going to talk about this.
No.
I saw the Aether and felt like
I-
really, really bad news.
Look. Okay, wait, Richelle, have I told anyone my backstory? I don't think I have
You-
I?
Have not.
I
They
No, I haven't-
Yeah,
I
know
haven't, have I?
Very, very briefly.
Mm-mm.
So the most that they know, if my memory serves me, is you gave them a very, very brief and superficial description. You were like, oh, I had stuff happen when I was younger, and whatever. But you didn't get into detail at all. After you guys were spit out the other side of the Eventide Forest, after you guys had those individual mimetic events.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Wait, what was that again? What happened? What happened with that?
We
You
got
check
screamed
your
at.
notes.
I gotta check my notes. I'm sorry.
We
Oh my
got
God.
screamed at by a goat.
Every
Oh, yeah,
time that meme shows up with the goat that just screams randomly, and everyone's like, ah! Every time I need to post this in the team chat again.
Wait,
While you're reviewing that, I'm gonna see if I
the
saved
goat.
it.
The goat screams. I forgot about that. Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold
Does
on.
scream.
I want to make sure because I don't want to like. Da, 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 da. Oh wait, I'm sorry. When did we get like knocked out or whatever?
When we entered the forest, the Eventide Forest.
When we entered it?
Yeah, as we were entering.
So the first time you entered it, you guys had those events. The goat caused those, and then you guys woke up on the other side of the forest. If you're asking for when specific,
I'm sorry. I'm trying to like search my use find to like find it. Sorry guys.
no problem.
It'll be
Oh, I
episode
think I
12
found
and
it.
13, yeah.
12 and 13.
Oh wait, maybe hold on.
That's 14, I think. Yeah, I found it. Okay. Okay. Wow, really? You don't know my backstory? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so my
Yeah.
my memory was you still stayed pretty clammed up about it.
Yeah, Moshi would never talk about it. Okay. Wow, man, I've written a lot, guys. I'm on 86 pages.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
God.
Well,
I'm
you are
long-winded. and
recording
A note
everything.
goblin.
Note goblin. Okay. Now that I'm caught up, sorry.
You may now resume your regionally scheduled
We
programming.
now resume the uncomfortable questioning of Moshi.
The confrontation.
The confrontation. What did you say? We were talking
I
about.
said, what was that in the forest?
And you don't know what I heard, right? In the forest?
You said you heard whispering.
Okay. We have to talk about it? Do we have to?
Yes. Yeah, we have to.
I will only
Wouldn't
tell
you rather?
this.
Wouldn't you rather only have to explain this to me and not with everyone else around?
Yes. So turn off your cameras, people! Get out here!
You are not a part of this equation.
You are not
hold
here!
on. I'll go too.
Go away. Oh no, you don't have to.
I had to show up Chelsea's art for a second.
Oh, Moshi's not going to give it up that easy. Look, I just heard whispering that reminded me.
Insight check.
You may.
Come on.
So it's not
That's
hard
17.
for you to see when Moshi is fudging parts of.
Look.
Let's-
Okay.
Let's be honest.
No, I'm not.
What's
no.
the color of the aether coming off of Moshi right now?
No. I need hot bean juice first. Yeah. Hot bean juice.
It's not hard for you to pick up
Not
on Moshi being defensive about being in pain.
Who hurt you?
Hey, are you really gonna ask that?
What's troubling you?
It's nothing at all.
Nothing paces around in the forest and tries to cast spells on you, and
First of all, I have no idea who that was. But, I don't know who that was. That was weird. There was some whispering, and then there was footprints, and I don't know who that was. No, I legitimately don't know who that was.
then why does it have you so upset?
Because it was talking, and I didn't like the talking.
The talking.
Yeah.
What was being said?
I don't know. Who cares? Just
Why would you be
whispering.
upset about it if you didn't know?
Because
what
it was my dead brother's voice, okay? Shut up.
And I'll place a hand on his shoulder.
Don't
and
touch me.
it's not moving.
Don't touch me.
And I'm gonna pull him in.
No, it's just so uncomfortable.
It's okay. Aw. Who was your brother?
No, that's all you get from me right now.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about this?
His name was Paka. He was my best friend.
I'll pull him tighter.
He was killed by Tsunori's people.
Zunori's people specifically, or
He's like
the kind of people?
dudes, and I don't. That's why yeah.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I'm very sorry.
Well, sorry's not gonna change. Thanks.
I know. I mean, I haven't had to lose anybody.
Yeah, because you're like
Yeah.
3 freaking months old. So, which I say in all fondness, and just
But I know how I would feel if I lost any of you.
aw.
And he'll like grab the scruff and just kind of shake it a little bit and pat him on the back of the head. Not like moving you around, just like because there's extra skin there, just grab it.
Just fluff goes everywhere for a little bit.
If there's anything I can do, just let me know.
Just don't let Zunori come near me. He tried to interrogate me last night about it, and I am had it up to you with him. Wait, you can't see that on camera. I have had it up to.
It seems like that's the default for.
He was so sloshed last night too. Like, whoa, and he was so freaking rude. Like, let me just. Yeah. Just ask
I guess I missed it.
I'll tell you.
Oh, I might have to on our way back in.
Just
Let me
ask
go to
him how
find
he
that.
liked his smoothie.
Will do.
Yeah. Just don't. I just don't want to talk to him
Okay.
ever.
I hope you can understand that I don't think he means harm towards you specifically.
Oh, I know that. I'm just angry person.
Okay. I won't pester you anymore, but
But I just don't. I just need space. So, like, just don't want to talk to people right now.
I'll try to
Other
help.
than you, because you're cool. But I won't admit that in front of everyone else, so don't tell anyone.
Okay, I won't. Unless you start bullying me in front of all of them, and then I might have to.
Not. I won't do that.
Okay. Do you need help getting down?
No, I'm a cat. And I'm a questionable. What do you call that?
A shady character.
I've done this before. Yes. I'm used to this. I have done these things. Unfortunately, I've done these things before. So it's not the first time I've slept by a shady.
If you want to, we can talk more next time. The two of us are on, what's it called? On
The roof?
no, like when everyone else is asleep on watch, I guess.
Ah, yes. Perhaps.
All right, and he's
But I
gonna.
legitimately don't know what that was in the forest. I wasn't lying about that.
You don't know anyone that might be after you?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's tons of people that are probably
Anyone
after me.
specifically that might know
Richelle, are
about
there anyone specific
that might know about your brother and
Roll history.
Well, there might be
ones that are alive might have an issue with you, know about your
I'm
brother.
not good at
and are
history.
also
Please
cat
roll well.
people.
It rolled well. Oh my god. Woohoo.
So, what you know of the people that you know of are actively wishing you ill. They would not know that much about your brother, nor
Yeah, that's what I figured.
would they be capable of conjuring that level of a presence. They're not that magically adept.
Yeah. Okay, I will explain that. Not a lot of people know about my brother because obviously you had to freaking pry that out of me. So, whoever did that knows me
I think
and
that
where I
narrows it
came
down
from.
a little bit.
So I'm not entirely sure who that would be, but I have. I mean, I could think of somebody, but I don't know if they're like well versed in like magic-y shit to do that. So,
Well, at least it's a start. We can maybe try to piece it together if this person keeps following us.
oh, great. I'm going to be haunted by my past even more. Wonderful. So exciting.
I
Another
don't envy
chance
you
for
having
Zenori to just like be
a past to haunt.
voices in the forest. We're going to have to talk about this at some point.
At least you have a past to haunt.
Oh, no, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. No, you're okay for being 3 months old, okay? It's really okay that you don't have a past to haunt you, okay? Yeah. It's really okay.
That's a whole nother conversation for another time.
Yeah, well, actually, it's real short because you have the better end of the deal. So, really.
I don't know where I came from.
Well, yeah. But, like, where I'm coming from, I would love that to be my story.
I guess I understand.
So, yeah.
I'll give him another
Let's hope
pat
you
on the
never
head.
have to. Boop, boop, boop. His ears like flatten out slightly.
You see Bert trying to reach up and give you a little pat.
Can I touch Bert? Is Bert touchable?
Yeah, he'll
Like-
he'll kind of down the length of my arm, and he's on my fingertips.
So he doesn't feel physical. He's not like a little jello. But it's almost like touching thick smoke.
Well, I'm gonna look at Soren. I'm gonna go. Don't tell anyone I did this. And Moshi's gonna like hug Bert.
Oh,
Like give him a hug, and then
He's
like a little like.
Bert's gonna give him a little kiss on the cheek.
Nothing better to melt Moshi's heart.
And with that, I'll dusk walk off of the roof and back onto the ground and go to find the others.
And you turn around, and I'm standing right there behind you.
Yeah, you didn't even notice. Yeah. All right, so you guys come walking out of the alley, and at this point, Zenori and Aya are really like, "Oh my god, what is going on?" But they're kind of out in front of the tavern.
Ivania?
Or Ivania,
yeah.
Yep, correct. Zenori and Ivania.
Ivania.
Wherefore art thou?
Vanya is
There they are.
walking around town trying to find Moshi.
And
Trying to help.
Zenori has not been suffocated by cat.
Not yet.
All right, so you four are reunited. What would you like to do?
We have to find Aya. Or Aya.
That is true. Vanya, not knowing anything, very blunt, asks, "So where the fuck were you?"
In the alleyway.
You're on the roof.
What are you doing there?
Would you like to know?
Yes, actually, that's what I'm asking. But
Yeah, well,
You know how cats are drawn to warm things. The chimney's up there.
that checks out. Vanya stops questioning. Didn't
Wow,
take you for
that
that
was
kind of
so
cat.
Oh wait, Zenori never woke up. I'm sorry, I missed.
no, he's not out yet.
My apologies.
Zenori's passed out.
Let's go get Zenori real quick.
I'll wait out here.
I'll start. I'll go in. I'll go and I'll get him.
All right. Yes, so Sword starts waking you up, Tsunori, and you do feel well rested. Not really hungover, but you definitely remember the night before.
Rise and shine. We have to go find our little flower friend.
Oh, let's do it.
Last I saw, she was still in the mansion. So since she's not here, I think that might be where she still is.
Good call.
Is the is the crafter on the way? The mansion, or is it just close by?
It's not too big of a detour. It's all in the
Okay.
general vicinity.
I'll swing by the crafter on the way there.
So, the crafter's gonna see you in the morning. He's gonna be like, you know what? It's a bit weird. It was a little bit of a challenge, but here you go. Here.
Thank you.
Got the amethyst imbued into it, and then got the empty slot for you, ready to go.
Thank you so much. And I'll take it and I'll kind of like give it a little twirl. I'll like look it up and down, and Bert will shoot down my arm and slot himself into the empty space in the handguard,
Nice.
and I'll sheath it behind my back.
Badass.
All right, Bert will not be accessible for the next 6 hours while he adjusts to the sword.
Ah.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
Moshi got a little like goodbye, like a quick goodbye kiss, like a, and that was it. Bert knew. And then I guess we'll continue on to the mansion.
All right,
Mansion time.
how do you guys want to approach the situation?
They're like alleyways leading up like to the back of the mansion, or like since my shades were there and I did some scouting, would I kind of know a good spot to like take a peek inside?
I'm still in disguise, correct?
Correct.
As well.
Oh.
Hey, good.
Weren't
no.
you guys returning the ring today?
I'll have to do
That's
that.
the idea.
Well,
Wait, yeah.
you don't have to sneak in if you're returning the ring.
Yeah.
Well, I
Oh.
don't also want to like because we're gonna cut right across town. We're in town. Don't want that like weird jeweler lady just going, "It's her, get her!" Ah.
This is a different district than that, right?
No.
Oh, it's
No.
not. Well,
Yeah.
if we're already on the way, and she happens to see us, just, hey, we're bringing it back.
I'll pretend I get. Okay, fine. I'll act. I'll try to act.
You could like just stand in between me and Zenori.
Can I like? I don't know.
I
If
need.
you put a rope around my hand or something.
No, just walk by. I'll like
Yeah,
throw
we don't have to
fire at her.
pretend that you're
something.
Fireball solves everything. Vanya, go ahead and roll a performance check.
Ah, boy. Performance. Oh, actually not bad. Where's this wrong? I'm trying to sing.
So, with you in particular being scarred by said lady and said district, you were already on alert. And this lady definitely has a nose the size of Texas. Because she immediately hones in on Tsunori and Sword again. However, you being on alert for her and her general area, you managed to walk with either Tsunori or Soren between you guys, so that way you never were in her line of sight.
Ah, good. Stay away from me.
But okay, actually, so looking at the time, you guys can sit there and talk about your strategery along the way over the week. But we'll go ahead and bookmark it here as you guys are heading to the mansion, unaware of what is going on besides Aya being bored.
I'm bored.
All right. We got character backstory. Look at that.
Oh, wow, it only took like 33, 35 sessions.
Well, my entire backstory is there.
Up after a year and a half.
I was as surprised as I was not surprised.
It's like, yeah, that checks out.
Mine was hinted at before yours, but I was so confused because I was like, I didn't know this was part of my backstory. Apparently, I'm really old. I don't remember shit.
The dead opposite of Soren.
Yeah.
I was born yesterday.
I'm from the light realm. Like, I'm not even from here.
I don't know. I'm still looking. I'm like
still looking
for the guy.
Oh yeah.
We knew Zenori's, or some of Zenori's, because we had that whole trauma thing happen.
Each time.
You know, I ran into another DM. Like this was like back when we were like in the early 20s, and I was like, oh yeah, told them, we were talking about our different campaigns we got going on, and I was like, yeah, we're on like episode like 24, 25 or something like that, and he's like, oh, how many of your players died yet? And I was like, none of them?
None.
And they're like, you haven't killed any of your players yet? And I'm like, how is that a mark of a good DM?
Cool. Yeah.
Seriously,
some people just like to flex that for some reason. It's like you're making the encounters. It's not like you're doing something skillful by killing characters.
No. And then in the back of my head,
getting
it's
them
like,
close, making them sweat in combat, that's impressive.
Right? Yeah, right? And then, that was my afterthought, was like, it's much funner to keep them alive.
Torture them, but then keep them alive. Much more sadistic.
Yes. Much better. But all right, so we will hopefully reconvene next week. And if you are on the Campaign 2 team, I will see you guys in the team voice chat tomorrow for a continued character workshop. But other than that, stay tuned to announcements, and it's great to have everyone, and please make sacrifices to the algorithm gods, and like and subscribe and all that fun crap. And we'll, of course, stay safe, stay nerdy, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye!
Bye.